Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another backlog build and review. Let's get the randomizer up on the screen and give it a spin and see what we're going to be building today. I'm super excited, you guys. Okay, looks like we're going to be building and reviewing the book cafe from Lumibricks, formerly known as Funhole. Stick around and check it out. I'm Mighty Joe, and you're watching. Welcome back, everyone. Here it is, the Lumibricks Book Cafe. Let's check it out. The Book Cafe is set number F9031, has 1,718 pieces, and is rated for ages 16 and up. We've got a beautiful picture, as usual, of the completed set here. It is part of the Town Life series for Lumibricks / Funhole. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's turn it around. And you can see at the time of release, we did have available the flower truck, the antique store, the book cafe, and the newsstand. There is also a Christmas version of the newsstand that you can find online. Check it out at funhole.com until they change their names to lumibricks.com. They are celebrating 14 years, Funhole is. They started in 2014. And to celebrate, they are going to be changing their name to Lumibricks. That's why I've got all of these surprise videos dropping in a row this week, because these are all to celebrate the anniversary of Funhole and the birth of Lumibricks. So once again, nice standard box. We've got a picture here of the minifigures. We've got a little cat trying to pounce on a bird, and this guy wants to catch it all on film. There's a gentleman with a camera right here. We've got the bookstore owner right here with a crate full of books, a little cart full of books. And then we've got a man and woman enjoying a nice cup of coffee in the cafe part. I tell you, I really love coffee, and I've got my own Central Perk corner in my kitchen where I've got my coffee machine and that kind of stuff. Really, really cute. So when I saw the design and the detail online of the interior of this cafe, I had to have this set. Let's get it opened up and see what's inside. Okay, so opening up the box. Of course, we're going to find our high quality instruction manual. You know, these instruction manuals, they're about as collectible as the set itself, as well as the boxes, especially now that Lumibricks is going to be changing the branding on them. All of these manuals and boxes with the Funhole logo on them, well, to us anyway, they're going to be highly sought after, something to keep. Now, every set does come with the service card, which will give you all of the information you need should you need to contact customer service. And of course, well illustrated. We've got a beautiful picture there. A history of the company, the inspiration. Every store, every book has a story of inspiration, and sometimes even gives you backgrounds on the characters, which is really cool. It'll give you their names. It'll tell you all about them. Really, really awesome. I love the detail that goes into these sets. These sets, in my mind, have quickly surpassed all of the more known name brand sets. And I tell you, Lumibricks is really, really carving a path in all of this. It's just amazing, and I love it, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So here we've got some of the illustrations showing the build. Really, really awesome, you guys. This is going to be a beautiful set. I know, not as big as some of the other ones I've built, but so quaint and extremely charming. Can't wait to get into it. All right, so now every set from Lumibricks, hence the name, does come with the orange box of greatness. This is the light kit that comes with each set. Each set has a different kind of light kit depending on its needs. This has 2 envelopes of lights. It's got the battery box, slightly smaller than some of the other ones I've seen. And it's already wired, which is cool. And we have a set of tweezers for assisting in the placement of the wires to the junction box. All right, on top of that, we've got all of these pieces. Let's go ahead and get them pulled out and see what we've got. Okay, folks, here we go. We've got our light kit. We've got our bag marked F for the minifigures and specialty light bricks. We've got our beautiful instruction manual. And we've got 9 steps in this build. 9 steps consisting of 28 bags. I can't wait to get this one built and check it out for you guys. Gorgeous. All right, let's get busy.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Okay, fellow brick clickers, here it is in all its beautiful glory. The Lumibricks Fun Hole Book Cafe. 1,718 pieces of just charmingness. Look at it. It's gorgeous. It does come with 4 minifigures. Let's take a look at the minifigures. First off, we have this young gentleman here. He's got his blonde hair and his brown button-up shirt, and he's carrying a camera. Perhaps a photographer that likes taking advantage of all the beautiful scenery all around him, documenting everyday life. Got some great print on the back. Speaking of print on the back, next to him, we see the straps of an apron, because we do have the Book Cafe employee. Whether she's taking your order for a nice croissant and latte, or helping you find the book you want in the upstairs bookstore, she's the one to count on. Next, we have what I assume is a customer. She looks a little grumpy. She just hasn't had her morning joe. She's got a nice little purple scarf. She's got a pen in her pocket. Pretty plain back. This gentleman here with the suspenders, carrying a little briefcase. This is the guy who's just on his way to work and ready to grab a cup of coffee. These are the minifigures. All right, let's take a look at the building. Okay, starting at the bottom floor, we've got a nice little patio area, seating for 2, cup of coffee. We got the lamp post here, it's a beautiful awning, a cat that's trying to pounce on this poor innocent little bird that just wants a crumb of a cookie or a scone. I did put this set on a Mills plate. It's not attached to this bottom base, it's just there to support it. But the Mills plate is underneath it to give it height for when I start building my city. Over here, we do have a couple of magazines. Celebrity Biographies, Fun Hole, Rise to Lumibricks. Here we've got the hours and the printed window. Love the fact that these Lumibricks sets are now coming with all printed pieces. We've got a printed menu here. French toast, pancakes, cake, baked goods, all kinds of good stuff. And of course the printed door. Welcome to our bookstore cafe, it says. And then inside you can see the staircase leading upstairs. Looking through the window, you can see the coffee machine and everything that we'll get into. And right there in the window, we've got a chocolate sprinkled donut and a coffee. Now moving on up, we've got the printed sign. I'll probably butcher this. Cafe-F9031, coming up to this beautiful bay window that looks into the bookshop. And there is a book cart there we'll look at in a minute. We've got these 2 lamps here. Now, when I was building, I was unable to leave enough slack to put these lights all the way to the end here. So I did have to move them back. But if I had told you, you would never have known. And then moving on up, we've got this beautiful stone croissant and leaves on the building. Beautiful architecture and design. And then this tiled rooftop with a window that looks into the bedroom area. Really gorgeous. All right, now coming around to the side, we've got this beautiful plant in a planter box here on the side. We've got a window box here with some roses planted. We've got another beautifully printed menu right here. And windows and a door that look into the shop. Along with, I guess, something to put your umbrellas in, because it's got a printed glass with an umbrella. Another beautiful awning. We come on up, we've got some more potted plants. We've got some foliage on the wall. Vines may be growing. Another window with a little balcony right there. And then we come up to the top here. All right, moving around to the back, we've got what looks to be some kind of dumpster, our battery box, our access doors to the interior, and then the rear of the roof. You can see the air conditioning unit or ventilator right there. Coming along to this side, we've got some windows that look into the shop. And windows that look in to the book cafe or the bookstore. Now, the only thing I didn't really like too much was a lot of these glass pieces, they were packed in with all of the pieces in that step. So they did get a little scratched up. But small price to pay. All right, let's come back around to the front and let's take a look at the roof. The roof has a little skylight and that AC unit and a bird sitting on the corner. How cute. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our accessibility doors. Over here on the back, you see that we do have a notch here. When you pull this door open, you get a good view of the espresso and coffee maker and menu. Beautifully, beautifully designed, guys. Well done, Lumibricks. And you can look in from here and you can get the shop owner view or the employee view looking out into the shop. We've got beautifully printed pieces here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then that just kind of looks at the pastry box and the cash registers there. All right. Moving up to the second accessibility door, we've got this wall with all kinds of printed posters, storybooks, geography books, histories, dans la brise. Oh. And then we've got the bookshop with a staircase that leads down into the cafe. We've got several bookshelves stocked with all kinds of choices. We've got a book on the history of coffee right there. A cushion here with some items on it. We've got a table with what I think might be a record player. Not too sure. And then in the back there, we've got a nice comfortable chair under a reading light. And we've got the movable library cart right there, full of books that need to be put back on the shelves. Whole lot of great detail in this set, guys. Now for those late nights when you've got to clean up after a great day of book selling and, I don't know, biscuits, you've got up here in the attic area, you've got a little room. Got a little plant, a bed, got a book, coffee cup, little floor mat. And then we've got the ladder that the shop owner uses to go upstairs and take a nap. Now, seeing that the set is modular, it does come apart into these 4 pieces, which allows you the ability to look down in and check it out and get a bird's eye view of everything going on. There's the first floor. There's a second floor. And then, of course, you got to tilt that up to see inside the bedroom. But there's that. And then, of course, this piece just snaps onto the back of the building. Now, me, myself, when I build these, I just have them for display, so I won't be taking them apart. And that's kind of a good thing because the clutch power on some of these light connector pieces is better than it should be, I guess, maybe. So this guy here keeps getting stuck over here. So it's not super easy to take the floors apart. So I would suggest once you put them together, leave them together. Because I've taken it off 3 times and had to reach in there and pry off that piece just to get them apart. So let's see if we can stack them and not mess them up. All right, let's see. Second floor. All right. Rooftop. All right. We did it. All right, guys, that does it for this build and review of the Lumibricks Funhole Book Cafe. If you'd like to pick up your own book cafe, go ahead and head to one of my links down in the description below. I've got my link as a Funhole affiliate and as an Amazon affiliate, so you can decide where you find the better price. I would suggest looking at Funhole's website first because they've always got all kinds of great discounts that you would not believe. Right now, as of the taping of this video, they actually have up to 60% off on some products. Now, if you're on the Funhole website and you find products that you'd like to get a discount on but aren't having any offered at the time, go ahead and use my coupon code BrickByBrickMJ10 and you can get 10% off of your order. Now, when you use these affiliate links, it does give us a little bit of a kickback, and we really appreciate that from you guys because that keeps us in sets to keep building and keeping you entertained. So, if you enjoyed this build, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content when it's uploaded, and come on back next time where we'll take it brick by brick. See ya!